Welcome, welcome to this sacred conversation. I am so glad that you are here. If we're just meeting for the first time, I am Abiola Abrams, author of African Goddess Initiation, Sacred Rituals for Self-Love, Prosperity, and Joy. And this is the Global Goddess Rising Circle, where we are celebrating my new Oracle deck. Well, I should say your new Oracle deck, because once I have birthed it, it belongs to all of us, a gift from the ancestors. African Goddess Rising Oracle cards. And you have to say it like that. African Goddess Rising Oracle cards. That's exactly how you have to say it. So today is a really special day. As I told you, we are going to be celebrating all month long a global goddess circle. And I asked the divine to just help me to find exactly, well, no, let me correct that, to magnetize exactly the right people that have sacred medicine to share with you, because this is a global goddess awakening. And if any teacher tells you that they are the only pathway or they are the only one, run. Because that is not the energy of the sacred feminine. The sacred feminine is about us coming together globally to create a container, create a space for healing and evolution. And so today I am going to be introducing you and introducing myself to Marilu Shinn, who is an incredible medicine woman and goddess, who I don't even know how we found each other, but as I said, I put forward that intention. And when we put forward the intention, the universe, the Great Mother, answers. So I'm going to pull a card before we bring Goddess Marilu on. Goddess Eva says, I was watching your post on how you found the artist for your cards. Great story. Wonderful. So if anyone missed either the belly dancing lesson or yesterday we went through the first half of the deck or anything like that, you can catch up at globalgoddessclub.com. Somebody put it in the comments for me. globalgoddessclub.com. Goddess Jaja Shakur says, love and light, Goddess, can't wait to unbox mine tonight. Well, I want to show you what it says inside the cover of the cards, because I have a very special message here that is only, specifically a transmission for the people who have the deck. And so the message is, you called upon the goddesses, and the goddesses called upon you. You are being called to bear witness to your own joy, magic, and power. Will you heed the call? So that is the sacred message that is inside the card. So I'm going to pull a card right now. I feel like it's going to be two cards, but I'm going to pull a card right now, and then we're going to bring on Goddess Marilu. Goddess Giovanna says, the belly dancing was so fun. Yes, it was so much fun. And we are going to definitely bring back Goddess Sana before this month is over and have another session with her. So I'm going to pull a card. The card that I pulled earlier is Goddess Yemaya, the Orisha Yemaya, who is the Great Mother, which made sense for this conversation we're having today. And I'm going to pull another card for us now. So let's all just focus on what our sacred intention is for this next while we have a conversation with my fellow healer and sister, and for you in this new moon energy and new moon light, this new season of your life. Okay, all right. And I'm also going to be doing a giveaway. So please stay tuned, and there's a giveaway that's coming. All right, focusing. Okay. Okay, here is our card, and it is the goddess Tanit, goddess of pleasure. and dancing, movement, motherhood, fertility, the stars. She is a moon goddess, a lunar goddess. She shines at night, in the dark of night, goddess Tanit. And so she is giving us the intention of pleasure, the sacred intention of pleasure. Goddess Devet says she got her cards in the mail, yay, before yesterday, and she is in love. Goddess Yamira says, am I going to be providing teaching on how to read the cards again? Yes, all month long. And at globalgoddessclub.com, you can find replays. Someone says the stars remind them of wishing on a star and achieving your dreams and wishes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I want you to see the nice belly. I don't know if you can see it here on the camera, but when Goddess Destiny first presented her sketch, I said, we need a belly. We need a belly. We needed, that's when we're holding our magic. We didn't need abs here. We needed a belly to be able to roll and dance and yes, 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 yes. So there is a nice, yes, belly that is coming over her belt there. Yes. All right, so let's go. Let's begin. We are going to welcome now into our sacred circle, Goddess Marilu Shinn. Yes, Goddess, welcome. I am so glad that you are here. Welcome, my beautiful sister.
Thank you, Abiola. It's such a pleasure to be here and to share at this time of the rising of the sacred feminine and the contributions that we are bringing, the medicine that we are bringing for our collective awakening. So it's such a pleasure to share and to see you birthing this beautiful oracle for our sisters at this time. So yeah, very excited.
Oh, I'm so excited that you are here. And everyone who is on Instagram, come over to either YouTube or Facebook. YouTube or Facebook, that's where you can see this conversation, okay? So we'll see you over there. YouTube or Facebook. My YouTube or Facebook. Okay. Now, Goddess Marilu, we are going to do a giveaway of the deck. And so, is there a person, are you able to see the comments?
Let's see.
Because I would love for you to pick someone that you feel is the person. The only thing is they must be in the United States and they must have the Facebook icon. I know you can see Facebook and YouTube. They must have the Facebook icon and they must be from the United States. So if we pick someone and they're not from the US, we will pick again. Someone who you feel. Yes.
Yes. So I do see the Facebook icon.
Okay.
Let's see. And let me see, who would that be? Johanna Tisdale. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Yes, Goddess Giovanna Tisdale. She is in the United States. Yes, and she is a member of our Goddess Temple Circle, and it makes sense that you chose her because she is a healer. And she is an oracle keeper and a very powerful person in her own right. So, Goddess Giovanna, you are the winner of this beautiful gift, additional gift of the Goddess cards. And her name for Hay House is JOVHANNAH Tisdale, TISDALE. Okay. TISDALE. Congratulations, Goddess. Congratulations. Yay. So, Goddess Marilu, let me tell them all about you, my magical sister.
Yes, absolutely.
Goddess Marilu Shinn serves as a medicine woman and high priestess initiated into the Andean shamanic path. She is honored to carry and share the codes of the new earth and the ancient cyclical wisdom of the sacred feminine with women and sisters around the globe. She believes that we are in a time of fundamental shift and that our sacred medicine is what is needed to reawaken regenerative systems and structures informed by cooperation and creation. And so, Goddess, how did you begin this journey in this lifetime, I should say?
Oh, I love that question. Thank you, sister. I feel like, ever since I was in my 20s, I always felt that the linear way of doing things, the masculine way of doing things was not in alignment for me. So I struggle a lot to, get things going within that paradigm. And I began to research about the goddess and the Dakinis and the Shakti energy. And it was through that path of reawakening and discovering the ancient traditions of the goddess. It was through, tarot and reading books that talk about the ancient way that I began to remember. So it was not so much as, that I found a path. I feel like I have walked this path many lifetimes, and it was just a remembering. Every time I will come across the magic and the wisdom of the feminine, I just, something in me awakened. And in 2015, I traveled to Peru, and there the energy of the feminine is very alive and is very palpable. And I was initiated as a medicine woman, and through that path, I reconnected with the cyclical ways of nature. And through that, I also found my own medicine, which is deeply connected to indigenous earth-based medicine, which is also very cyclical. And that's how I serve. So it's very organic and it's very fluid way of working with women and honoring that sacred path.
That's beautiful. And I know exactly now why we were magnetized toward each other, because we do very much the same work. There was a
Yeah.
story that you shared on social media that I would like to talk about, where you
Yes.
talked about where you were when you were trying to follow that linear pathway, and you had a lot of problems with your throat chakra region. And can you share a bit about that, please?
Yes, absolutely. So I was trying to become a therapist, right? A psychologist, like just following that very conventional Western approach. And I was just like really pushing myself, right? Pushing my body, really like trying to be overachieving, but again, within that linear paradigm, not really honoring my cycles, not honoring the need to rest. And and then I got a thyroid condition. Um, and through that process, it's like, okay, so this is beyond just the thyroid. This is actually my voice. And this is actually like a deeper issue here that I need to heal and I need to unravel. And so through that process, I knew that it was also my expression, like my expression, my truth was blocked because, again, I was trying to operate and to create from a very linear way. And so, having been a priestess through many lifetimes, that was obviously like no in alignment. So spirit was saying, okay, you need to go through this initiation, through this condition, so that you remember that you can manifest, that you can create your offerings, and that you can bring abundance outside of this way of doing things, which is very linear. You can still practice cyclical ways and receive in alignment with the goddess and in alignment with the cyclical nature of life. And so, through that process of reclamation of my voice and my truth, I was able to heal my thyroid. But it was definitely a process, right? And so the medicine was hidden in that condition because I was not in alignment with my truth. I was not in alignment with my purpose. And so upon me reclaiming and actually giving myself permission to step into this sacred path and to create in this way, working with magic, working with medicine, everything just aligned, and I was able to heal myself.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I know that so many women who are watching this relate to that in many different ways. You know, as you said so profoundly, having the medicine hidden in the challenge, having the medicine hidden in the issue. And one
Yes.
of the ways that you show up for your community is very similar to the same way that for me, ritual and ceremony are a very important part of healing and a very important part of us reclaiming, reawakening, remembering the new earth. Can you explain what new earth means? Because a lot of people are confused about that when.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. I love that question, sister. Basically, so the new earth is a new template, new paradigm, and it's a possibility, right? So we are coming at the end of so many cycles that are ending at this time. This is a very prophetic time that we are navigating right now. And so the new earth, for what I see and feel, working and walking the sacred path of the feminine, is that we have the possibility to co-weave and co-dream a new way of doing things. And so a, a new way of doing things that is deeply connected to the sacred ancient indigenous wisdom of the past, bringing that ancient medicine, awakening all those archetypes of the feminine and the goddess and the high priestess. Those are archetypes that are helping us to usher forward and to awaken that memory in our bodies, because again, like, we will be able to create abundance and prosperity and resonance, but it has to be from a different blueprint. It has to be in a different way, in a way that is more sustainable, that is more in alignment with our truth essence as women. And I feel like as you were saying, the way in which we can begin to birth this new earth template, this possibility, is precisely by connecting with rituals, with ceremony, by really embracing our truth and our passion. That's how we are not created. But again, like right now, it's almost like it's in this embryonic, like in this possibility, right? And it's gonna take a lot of us women to really like embark in this process of reclamation and remembering, in order for that new earth to become a reality at this time.
Yes, yes, that's it exactly. One of the things that I say is that, you know, we tribal leaders are leaders of leaders. And so it's not that, you know, you should be here to follow Marilu or follow me, but we are, it's a ripple effect of everyone going forward and, you know, healing themselves and healing their own tribe, their community, whatever that means. If it's the people, you know, closest to you, or putting forward energy for the people in your space, or maybe people in a big audience, whatever it is, it's the ripple effect. Goddess Carol says divine feminine is getting attuned with the universe is very important. So Goddess Marilu,
Yes.
how do you define goddess? Let's talk about goddess.
Oh, that's such a beautiful question. And a goddess is basically a feminine principle. And she has so many faces across time and space dimensions. She has infinite names, infinite essence. But what is fundamentally is the divine, sacred feminine principle, right? Just as there is a sacred masculine principle, there's also a goddess energy, and it's an essence that is in resonance with the earth. So the goddess, for me, the way I see her, is this infinite presence that, again, she has multiple names and faces and body types, right? She is thin, she's fat, she's young, she's old. She comes in so many different forms, but what it is just, again, it's a very sacred essence, and that essence is returning. And a lot of, as you were saying, a lot of us women are just embodying, giving ourselves permission to embody a specific frequency of that goddess, a specific vibration. And then through us giving ourselves permission to embody that, we give other sisters permission to do the same, to embrace their own medicine and their own goddess essence. But again, she is not exclusive. She wants all of us women to say yes to her and to awaken her within our self memory.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And I love that you talked about, the different body types and, the different everything, the different complexion, the different ways, the many different faces. That for me
Yes.
was one of the fun and powerful things about, birthing the deck was, saying, okay, well, no, we need, let's make sure we have curvy and young and old and, light and dark, the whole spectrum of who we are. And so is there a particular goddess that you resonate with?
There's a few of them. Oshun is definitely one of them. I love Oshun. I love the mother of the ocean and the waters. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, she's so connected to the color yellow and to honey and to the waters. And for me, the waters are so deeply connected to the medicine of the womb and the emotions. So yeah, definitely Oshun is like one of those amazing goddesses that I really resonate with. Another one is Kuan Yin.
Yes. Oh,
Compassion and heart, very,
yes.
very much, very compassionate mother.
Nurturing. Kuan Yin's energy is just like enveloping, like nurturing energy.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. You mentioned the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Sometimes people show up in the chat and say, okay, well, where does the divine masculine fall with all of this that they want to know? Do you want to say anything specifically about that, about the divine masculine energy and, you know, uh, and you don't have
Mhm.
to, but if there's anything that you would like to say about that.
Yes, thank you, Cesar. Absolutely. So I feel like what we're seeing right now is an imbalance aspect of the sacred masculine, right? It's kind of like overpowering, it's out of balance. But in the healthy expression of the divine masculine, she is a counterpart to the divine feminine, no overpowering, no better than her, no in control of her, but as a sacred partner, right? And so we need to embody both of those energies because we all have those energies. Everyone, men and women, we carry both of those. And so instead of picking one energy or the other, it's actually like how can we embody and integrate those two energies, right? Because the divine masculine provides the structure, provides the container for the goddess and the divine feminine to birth, to create, to blossom, to manifest. So, in that sense, the divine feminine is in service of the divine feminine because we are the ones who ultimately birth realities, right? And so how we bring that sacred balance and how we heal the notion of the masculine in ways that are here to support and to birth this new earth.
Yes. Yes, beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Before I'm going to ask you how people can connect with you and go deeper with you, but I would love for you to please, pull a card for everyone who is here. So maybe if you choose a number between 1 and 13, and we will pull a card.
Let's do A, which is infinite possibilities. I love number 8.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Oh, that's wonderful. And when a couple of days ago we had a belly dancing teacher here in the circle, and she was talking about the movements being the number, the infinity symbol, the number 8, So yes,
Yes.
absolutely. And that is, the Adinkra that is on this is the sacred geometry of the Akan people in West Africa. And that
Oh,
symbol is
beautiful.
the spirals 8. Okay.
Yeah, and also like if you think about the number 8, it represents both. It represents the masculine and the feminine, right? And then the union between the two of them, like the yin and the yang, the
Yes,
light and the dark, the night and the day, is that coming together of polarities or perceived polarities, right? And bringing them into union and into sacred service for a higher purpose.
absolutely. Absolutely. Well said. And there is a dual deity named Maulisa. And it is the masculine and the feminine, yin and yang, that exact energy, the light and the dark, the sun and the moon that you're talking about. So, number 8, thank you for that gift.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have a jumper. Goddess Oshun always.
Oh, wow. Wow. We invoke her, right? Like we call her here. We invoke
Yes,
her
she
energy.
always
Wow.
will. Yeah, she is my
Yes,
mother. She will
amazing.
always show up. This is Goddess Oshun. She will always come here to the circle.
Wow. And that's the magic, right? That's just
Yes.
calling in and invoking and anchoring that sacred magic of the feminine and the goddess that we all women have access to. As you, and I think like one of those very important things to remember is that it's not something that is outside of you. Like we can all tap into that feminine, right, essence, and we just help each other to awaken and to remember.
Yes, that's it exactly. Okay, so she jumped forward, but let me now go to 8, which is the card that you pulled. And you pulled actually the card that we should be aware of. I'm going to pull a clarifying card as well. And so the clarifying card, you pulled the number of, you pulled us being brazen
Mm-hmm.
and being aware of the masks that people are wearing.
Wow, I
Being,
love
being
that.
try to hold it up so we can see it. Let's see. Being brazen, having the courage to speak your voice. And if you are the one who, if you're watching this and you feel like you're wearing masks in your life, that's the clarification actually that I'm getting. The masks that you are wearing, you here in the circle, you who are watching, the masks that you are wearing, be brazen enough to remove those masks so that then you can step into the fearless love energy that is Oshun, the fearless
Mm,
love energy that is Oshun. Yes, this is,
beautiful.
yes, this has been such a wonderful, wonderful conversation. So, where can people go deeper with you? Where can they find you? Share with us how everyone can connect.
Okay, so you can find me at Mujer Medicine. So let's see. Is there a way I can tap? Okay, so
Yes,
Instagram, Mujer Medicine.
I can type it for you.
Okay.
So, she's on Instagram at Mujer Medicine, and tell them about your website as well.
Okay, and then my website is Kawak Energy Medicine. I'm at Kawak Energy Medicine. I'm at Mujer Medicine on Instagram, and you can find all about my work there.
Okay, kawakenergymedicine.com and on Instagram at Mujer Medicine. This was an incredible conversation, and I feel like we're definitely going to be connecting and doing something together in the
Mm,
future. So I look forward to that, whatever it is, as the great
yes,
mother and the universe hold space for the possibility of that.
beautiful. Thank you, sister. And so many blessings on this birthing, on this creation of your book and the oracle, right? And may this be medicine for women to remember and awaken the sacred feminine within. may this be a tool and a powerful gift for them to remember.
Thank you. Thank you, my sister. Thank you for this new moon gift of this sacred conversation. And I'm looking forward to seeing everything that you're birthing and you're putting forward in the world. I know that there's a lot of sacred medicine coming forward from you as well. And for
Yes.
everyone who is here in the global circle, the next session is Saturday with Yamil Yamunya, Goddess Yamil Yamunya. You can find the schedule at globalgoddessclub.com, and that will be Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, Goddess Marilu. Thank you, everyone who is here in the circle. Yes. Ah. So, Bona. And that means we see you. See you in the next sacred conversation. And come play with me on social media at Abiola TV if you have any questions at all. Bye.